Hi everyone. So as you can see, I already have my planner set up for next week, Monday, February the 11th through Sunday the 17th. But I kind of wanted to show you a little something different today than just a routine plan with me. But if you're interested in this at all, the stickers that I used this pink sticker because Thursday is Valentine's Day, and I got that from the Boss Babe accessory pack, I think is what you call that. Most of the stickers are from the Farmhouse sticker book. I have these two little boxes right here are from the Colorful Boxes book, and it's the blue one. And then I have a few things that I used from the Wellness sticker book. And so that was just kind of the ones I used to set this up for this week. And then I don't have it in front of me here, but I also used the Happy Planner stencil and did the lines. And so what I was just gonna show is I have a clinical diagnosis of adult ADHD. And so that's why planning is so important and so imperative to me, because generally I lose track of everything. I often lose track of myself. I can walk into a room and completely lose myself. But I always lose track of time or things that I'm working on. I lose focus. It is so hard. And so one thing that my therapist always stressed to me when I was seeing a therapist was how important structure and organization is, because she was saying that it's that lack of structure and chaos that kind of causes you to get into a state of crisis, or just anything that just kind of gets you out of sorts with yourself, and then you just really have a hard time managing life in general. And so since I found, I've always tried to use a planner to work with, but since I have found the Happy Planner in 2017, I've been really trying to figure out a system that works, best for me. I've done the vertical, I've used the horizontal, I've used the timed, that has like the time that goes all the way down. I've used a couple of different variations of it, and I like this. Some different ways that I've tried to kind of tweak it to see what works best for me. I have had my chores and my things to do in the center, and then just decorate the top and put like different things going on that I'm working on at the bottom. So here I stuck with the chores in the center. Then I started putting my chores down at the bottom. And here again, just doing my chores at the bottom. And it kind of worked, but and there's my budget work. And then this is this week, and my chores at the bottom. But as you see, today is Wednesday, and I still don't have everything marked off yet this week. So I'm trying something a little bit different for next week. I was thinking the natural way that our brains work when we read left to right, top to bottom. So for next week, I decided that I was going to break this up into morning, afternoon, evening. Because I have done it like I've used the top to do like chores and work, anything work related. The middle I use like a school schedule, and the bottom I use like working out, fitness type schedule, but I'm using, the different planners now. So I'm using my Healthy Hero planner, and then I have right here, I have my school planner. So I kind of took those out just to kind of keep it from being too much, because that's the big thing with the ADHD is too much information is just that, is too much. You get overwhelmed. You can definitely like stress yourself out by seeing too much. So breaking it up by my school schedule and my fitness schedule, that seems to be working best for me, keeping it all separate from one book. But so I was thinking I was going to try morning, afternoon, and evening. And so in the morning, I was just going to list my weekly chores to do each day. In the afternoon, I work, but I work from home. And so usually in the afternoons, the only thing I do, like when I take a break, is sometimes I will, like if I have a leftover chore from in the morning, like I need to wash up some dishes or put away some laundry, I can take care of that during my break time. But the big thing I've been wanting to do now is I'm trying to do this 20 before 2020 book challenge, where I'm trying to read 20 books for 2019. So I could take my break times and set myself an assigned amount of reading that I would like to do, like at least read a chapter a day, very minimal, so I can put that in there. And then house chores up here, and any task. I have found, since I do work from home, I get up early in the morning. I usually get up anywhere between 4 and 4:30 most days, and I don't have to log in until 9, so I got quite a few hours in the mornings, and I found that that's where I can be the most productive as far as getting house chores done, school assignments. So I like that, so I'll just keep that at the top, and that'll be my morning. Just see it, knock it off. Then in the afternoon, when I take my lunch break, I can see this right here, read what chapter I'm reading for the day in my, for pleasure reading, not school assigned work. And then in the afternoon, there won't be a lot in the afternoon, other than just dinner, clean up the kitchen, and do my little nighttime routine. And I have 2 little things already marked here for this weekend. I do work Saturday, but there's a parade downtown that I would like to go see. And then the music walk is kind of like my and Henry's standing date night every month. So one thing that the therapists say, and scientists also agree, for someone with ADHD, is to check your planner 3 times a day, which makes sense. And I'm sure that most all planner babes, with or without any ADHD, check their planners multiple times. So the first thing I do, I think this set would work best for that, because I can look at it in the morning, and then I can just kind of glance over the chores I need to do that morning and not check them off or knock them out, get them done. Then in the afternoon, I can look, when I take my break from work, I can look at them and see, is there any chore that's still not been completed from the morning? What chapter do I want to read? Am I working on reading this day? Am I going to write a blog post? What am I going to do during my break time? And then come back in the evening, do my evening routine. And then I put these little stickers that I found in the Farmhouse book that says today was. And I thought that was cute to just kind of, because next week is the first time I'm trying this kind of layout or setup. And so just kind of like a little reflection of how did this go? Did I like this schedule the best? Did I like this, set up? And I can write on my chores, like Monday I usually always wash the dishes or wash the bed sheets. And that was one thing too that my therapist always said was, routine and structure. So I do have kind of like a set routine with my house cleaning chores. And I've been with doing this for probably almost 10 years now. And so it's kind of like second nature. I don't even have to mark it down because I know what I do, what day is, like I know that I dust the living room on, Wednesday, and I clean the microwave and the oven and the fridge on Thursday. I know these things, but I like writing them down so that I can check them off because like I said, sometimes I get very sidetracked and I forget what I've done, what I haven't done. I know if if you've cleaned the refrigerator out or not, but there's just some things that you look back and you're like, oh my goodness, yesterday I was going to clean blah 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 and I didn't. So there's that. I like that, and I think that goes to the more with the structure that she talked about, is just seeing it on paper and marking it off. It just kind of like validates that I have completed the task. So, and then at night, you look at, you kind of reflect over, you did everything that was, needed to be taken care of for that day. And then you can just kind of, one thing I like to do at night is just kind of look over onto the next day, like what have I got going on in the morning? Do I have anything additional? Do I need to go to the store after work? Do I need to run across, I have a dollar store, a Dollar Tree, and a Target that's like a mile and a half from me. And so sometimes on my lunch break, I can run over there and pick up things if I need to have them here, to fix dinner, like if I don't want to go out to town after work. So I can just kind of look at the next day and say, hey, do I need to do this? Do I need to do that? Just kind of get an idea. I have an ant. I don't know what it is about South Florida. There are ants everywhere. But I can write my morning routine and my night routine, and I don't have to list everything out on those because I had already made me a sheet a while back that has my morning routine, my little household chores, which is like the fly lady morning routine and evening routine that I go by, and then kind of my personal one with my hair serum, removing your makeup and putting on. I started becoming a Avon consultant so that I could use the products, and I'm using a new night and day cream, and I'm absolutely in love with it. So I kind of made this up for my routines, morning and night. So on here I will just put morning routine, night routine, and then once I have completed everything on this list, then I can check it off once it's all done. So this is just kind of something that I wanted to show you. It's just kind of how I've got this set up, and I'm trying this new thing, so we'll see if it works. Following left to right, top to bottom, morning, afternoon, evening. So that's how I'm going to try to leave it for next week, and I just got to go in and fill in my chores. And then I just put a couple of little hearts over here that I got also from primarily everything that I used is from the Farmhouse sticker book. And then I used this little quote right here that says, "There is beauty in simplicity." And I like that because that's one thing, like I said, with ADHD, it's so easy to become overwhelmed. It's so easy to just kind of get information overload, and then you just kind of get a little stressed out. So keeping everything routine and simple is really the best way to manage my ADHD. And so I will get this filled out, and I will check in on, the following week. Got some stuff coming up that week for sure and check in and let you know how this schedule works for me. So, as always, I welcome any and all feedback that you have. I love it, positive and negative, because that's how we grow, that's how we learn, and that's how we grow. So it's always wonderful and welcome. Have an absolutely incredibly amazing day, and don't forget to live your life on purpose. Bye.